Yo, man, we're gonna talk about how I bought 4 rental properties in 2 weeks with 0 money down. That's right, 0 money down. People, we're actually at the bank right now, so we can get all this stuff squared away. You guys will kind of see the process that we're doing today, because I got to settle on 2 of them today, which we're gonna be late to settlement, which I don't think is a good thing, but they need like 20 grand worth of work each. We're gonna see those. So yeah, it's gonna be a baller time, man. We're gonna be doing all types of cool stuff. And why am I getting into rental properties and all this? We'll talk about that throughout the video. Like, it's gonna be, some of this stuff's gonna be boring, because I don't necessarily know what to do with rental properties, but yeah, let's go. So what's up, guys? This is Roughneck Actual, and you have reached the Roughnecks Ecom channel. Look at that. 3 checks, 3 properties. The other one already put the check down, so we're good. Yeah, we're gonna be late for settlement, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be mad. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. So this is the first time I'm doing all this stuff.
Really?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're learning.
I'm learning as I go along. I'm making money now, but I need to make sure that I can keep making money.
That's right.
Kind of indefinitely. All right, so that's for all 3 of those, and then you already have the one for Hawk.
So steady means if it's doing good, then go for more properties. Don't even tell her, just go buy a bunch of stuff.
That's pretty much it. That's what I've been doing, is buying them up.
All right, so we're gonna start signing the sales price. You're gonna see your tax adjustments here, your title fees.
They make it sound terrible. Like, you go to settlement on your house, it's gonna take forever.
It depends where you go, you know. Sometimes people are not prepared, sometimes they are. Truth be told, you want to work with an experienced company, and it makes everything easier.
You're doing remodeling, you're doing some.
Yeah, we're gonna get everything remodeled in there so we can get some tenants and get
Yes.
top dollar for it. It's
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah.
Because now, I was like, all right, I work really hard for my money, and I was like, I can't do this forever. It's cool that money's coming in, but I need to make sure that money stays, because I want the rental income.
That's what
and I
you
want
should
the
do.
appreciation.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
And I
right.
want a tax haven. So essentially, you know, what I'm doing now is I'm loaning this business the money so I can reduce taxes with my main business. And like, hey, I'm loaning
That's
this
smart.
money.
That's a smart
That's
way.
what you
That's
should
way.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. But you're creating jobs too. But most people don't see that. They think you're cheating the government. You're not cheating. It's legal, but it's
I create a lot of jobs. Like, I have tons of
And it's fixing up
employees.
the city.
It blows my mind. I'm like, I have a ton of employees. I'm like, oh man, you're a crook. I'm like, I give away a ton of money to people. I have tons of employees. I'm like, what more do you want?
Exactly. Exactly.
Tax the rich. I'm like, no, don't keep taxing me, because
That's
I
what I
can't
said.
hire more people.
Congratulations.
Ooh, yay! I got some rental properties.
You get
And you get some money back.
Yeah, I get
You
a
check.
Wow, I get a check for 3 cents. All right.
He got
I've already
2
made
houses
money.
in a check. There you go, the cash flowing.
2 houses in the check. I got cash flow. Grant Cardone, all about that cash flow, baby.
Come on, man.
That's all yours?
I got the keys, baby. The keys. We're making bread over here, making bank. But yeah, you talking about the
Oh, to give you a perspective, yeah. So, all right, so that train, sooner or later, hopefully sooner than later, is gonna head directly to Philly. To give you a perspective, like, all right, so 2nd Street. So right now we're in the 400 block. So I just sold one on the 200 block that I flipped. I got 90 for it. I just flipped one on the 700 block, and I got 150 for that one. So you're like right in the middle, to give you perspective. So I was sharing with him, like, all right, right now the prices on the north side have gone up a lot faster than the south side. But not to say the south side hasn't, because to be straight with you, these houses before were 50 to 60, where today they're 80 to 90s. That's a good move. And over there, it was kind of the same case. They were 100. Now they 140, 150.
I mean, I got these for cheap though.
You good. You more than good.
I got these for super
Yeah,
cheap.
you more than good.
Like, I'll get like a 20 grand profit out of it if I decided to flip
If you
it.
decide to flip them, yeah, you can flip them. So that's the
Man,
beautiful.
this is rental money right here. Yo, so we here with the first 2 properties, man. You know, I don't even know how to open these doors. Oh, this got power in this joint. So we got some renovations to do, baby.
This floor came from Italy. Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of this stuff, like, it's all cosmetic, and so Jordy gonna take care of all that. Yo, so if y'all need a place, once it's done, y'all want to rent something, man, yo, hit me up.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all.
You're the landlord to go to now.
Yeah, yo, I'm gonna be the go-to landlord around these parts. Everybody out here trying to get rich for themselves. Like, you guys got to make sure you take care of your neighborhood. All your favorite gurus, ask them if they outside. How many of your gurus is actually outside? Almost none of them. And I can tell you firsthand, because we all party together. Like, a lot of us, we're all good friends. Nah, like, you ain't gonna catch them outside. Like, I be at car meets, I be out here in the hood. Like, people see me rolling through Kensington all the time out in Philly. That's the Badlands. I still be out there. I still see all my friends. You know, most of your favorite gurus, they're not out there like that. They don't shake hands with everybody. Like, if you see them, you lucky. I be out there. I'm looking for long-term money, for generational money, because my kids are gonna need something, right? So when they go off to college, if they decide to go to college or trade school, whatever, if they don't want to be business owners, it's like, all right, I need y'all to go collect this money. That'll be y'all money, all right? So y'all don't have to work during college. Go collect a couple checks, y'all get a couple $1,000s every month, and this is appreciating. So when dad dies, if they need money for a wedding or whatever, they can flip it. You know, whenever dad get ready to go, when it's my time, these things increase in value by, you know, 200-300%. They pop one off, they got a couple $100,000.
Yep.
You know, now they can go buy a home of their own, they can use it for whatever. So it's about long-term thinking, guys. Like, all this quick money, everyone that hits me up for Amazon automation, I'm trying to make $3,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, you know, each month. While that's nice and it's possible, if that's how you're looking at it, like a get rich quick, it's never gonna work out the way that you want, you know. So look at it this way, and I try to break it down for everybody. You give me $30,000, and for that $30,000, you know, you're gonna do 8 to 12% on your money each month. If you put it in the stock market, you might make $3,000, maybe a little bit more, it depends, right? So on average, you do 10%. So when people get mad, they're like, oh man, my store got suspended. I'm like, okay, so let's say you were in business for 8 months, all right? The store was up for 8 months, you got suspended for 4. Within that 8 months, let's say you made $12,000, $13,000. That's still more money than you would have made if you put that money in the stock market. And people complain about that. But I'm like, bro, you made over 10 G's doing absolutely nothing for the most part. Then you're complaining about it. So instead of them looking as like an actual investment opportunity or business opportunity, because you're creating a real business, they're like, oh, bro, that's not enough. Like, I could have made more money doing it. Potentially, like, I know that I'm only going to make roughly $850, $900 per unit once it's rented out. Could I make more money by flipping it? Yes. But I'm looking at the longevity of it, because any money that I'm making that I don't have to actively work for is good money. So stop letting these gurus hype you up, talking all this rah-rah bullshit about, oh, bro, you're just trying to get quick bread. Because long-standing money that comes all the time on the first of the month, that's what you want. You want money that you can make in your sleep. Like, you don't want to, like, I work way too hard for all the money that I make. And that's why I'm trying to pull back and do different things and invest in different opportunities and different businesses, because I know I can't keep that pace up forever. If you got a bunch of assets that's paying for all your stuff, like these cats in Philly, they got Hellcats at 26% interest. And I know they got them like that because I talked to the chick that sells them, all right? So these guys got crazy interest rates and they have no assets paying for these. They're carport. Like, all my rental properties out here in Reading and then out in Philly, when I start getting into that, all those are gonna pay for everything. It'll pay for my 765 LT, which, you know, probably be bought cash, but even if it's not, even if I finance it, these rental properties will pay for that. It'll pay for my kids, you know, pay for my crazy child support I gotta pay because I couldn't stop having kids. So it pays for my child support. It'll pay for my car insurance. It'll pay the taxes on the house that I live in, all of that. All right, that's what you want. You want assets to pay for all the stuff. Like, it's cool having toys, but if you ain't got nothing to pay for them toys besides your job, bro, you about to be a hobosexual. When you lose your job, you about to move in with old girl and you're gonna be sitting there shacked up with her so she can pay them bills because you ain't gonna have nothing. You don't want that. Yeah, so I ain't trying to be no hobosexual, dog. Like, if everything bombs out, if Amazon says you can't sell no more, if everything, OnlyFans is done, if the barbershop's done, the car shop's done, if everything falls, I got these mugs right here and they just gonna keep cranking out money. So the goal is to get to around 50,000 a month, you know, and it's gonna take me a lot of units. Like, I'm gonna have to get 60, 70 units. But hey, I got 4 within like 2 weeks. So that's just time to keep cranking them out. And we'll see what happens. Because guess what? If I'm making, we'll just say 35 to 50,000 a month, I ain't never gonna go broke. Ever. And that's passive because these ain't going nowhere unless the city knocks everything down. That's it. I'm getting paid. So we're gonna see what y'all talking about. Y'all need to learn that. That's a lesson for y'all. Making money in y'all sleep. Pay for some some toys, have assets. And then we got to look at some other stuff and see what happens. So we got to move the toilet, and then we got to move the sink.
So you can't wash your hands, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yo, so you're going to take a dump, and then you won't be able to wash your hands because you're going to...
the sink over there.
Exercise.
Yeah, the sink.
So yeah, this here, so to be straight with you, like this here, this floor isn't great. This isn't that type of wood floor that you would use. I would throw carpet on top of this and call it a day. Yeah. Like I wouldn't even waste it. Like, so what I mean, like some people who try to make this shit.
Nah.
I would.
He's doing him and the contracting team, they doing all that stuff. Like, this isn't...
We're gonna convert this to somewhere somebody can move in and feel really comfortable. It has to feel like a home. Right now it's like a shitty house, but it's gonna feel a happy home where somebody's gonna come in, create memories with their family.
Welcome to the palace. You know, these are imported ceilings right here. Look at that. Imported, nothing but the finest.
Yeah, this one, this is
Yeah, this is a little rough, but you know,
a little.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a good before and after if you really think
yeah,
about
this is gonna be like a good before and after.
So here's the ugly, man. This is the reality. This is the truth. This is what it comes like. This is how it starts.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses come this ugly, but most people don't see it. You gotta look at this like a business. You want to build it where it's gonna be at a spot where it's just gonna automatically make you money. Someone's gonna come in, live, and you ain't gotta take care of much.
Yeah.
Just collect the rent.
But we gonna open these. What was in there last time?
Oh yeah, gotta do your thing. I'll stand over
What was
here.
in there?
It was a bunch of roaches last time. Alright, so they got those out at least. Yeah.
That's a real job.
Not a real
Yeah.
one.
That's a real one, huh?
Yeah.
They don't got fake ones.
No, they don't have fake McLaren.
How much is
They
called?
got kits.
No, they don't do a
Is it like
kit McLaren.
250?
323.
323.
Get this, bro.
Yo, I own a couple businesses and I just bought these. I'm buying up
Can
a
I
bunch
get
of
a
rental
job?
properties. What do you do?
I'll do whatever. I'm 38. I'm from here all my
All
life.
right. Yo,
No, I'm serious.
no, I'm
bro.
serious. Yo, so my guy here, he's gonna do all my contracting work for me. Hit me up on IG. I'm telling you, because that's the fastest way to get me to respond.
I gotta get an Instagram. All right. Roughneck action.
Rough and actual. Bro, and they'll come, yo, because we're getting ready to do construction. If you need a, bro, if you need a job, we're gonna give you one. We got
There
you.
you go.
Start right
And if you,
now.
oh, come on, man. Go ahead, man. You good? You good, man. We ain't looking at the car, man. We looking at the car.
Remember when I made that post about, yo, I need a job? I mean, not a job, but I need a real estate agent? Yeah. So Santos, he reached out and was like, he's like, I'll get you a house, no problem.
Yeah.
He got me my new house out there near Villanova. Shit's baller. So right now, this getting renovated. He was like, so what are you trying to do, like, in the future? I was like, well, you know, I want to get into real estate. You know, I'm trying to get into rentals. I was like, because I need to start making more passive money because I work real hard for my money now. And I know that businesses change and grow over time. I was like, and I don't want it to just be, all right, I'm like this Amazon guy. Even though I have other businesses and people know that, I want more passive money. I want that mailbox money, essentially. He was like, yo, all right, I'll get you some. And I thought he was like bullshitting.
Yeah.
Within a couple weeks, he was like, yo, I got 2 deals right here, right now. He's like, the first one was George's that I bought. And he's like, yo, this one is already rented out. Baller house, everything's clean, it's done up. I was like, all right, that's cool. So, you know, let me take a look. Looked at it, bought it. I was like, all right, cool. Then he hit me up a couple days later and was like, yo, I got more deals coming. He's like, I think you can, the 2 that we looked at, he's like, I think you can get these locked up real cheap, like dirt cheap. He's like, they need some work. I was like, all right, you know, take a look at them. He's like, good structure, just all cosmetic. It was a no-brainer. So I went ahead, it was done. I was like, I bought those, and then he was FaceTiming. He went through and looked at one for me, put me on FaceTime. It's already rented out. I was like, yo, I bought that one too. So within about not even a full 2 weeks, like a week and a half really, I bought 4 rental properties. And so we about to start construction because I just gave him the key so he can make copies, and then I'm gonna start cutting him the checks and we can get all this stuff done. Yeah. So now we about to see one of his, what those 2 over there, you know, end up looking like. So we can do this on a budget that you told me?
Pretty much. Not granite.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, make
not
give me
granite.
that, give
and
me that
maybe
fake granite.
not the fly. There's tiers. You like gray or you like white?
Yo, make it look like this.
All right. So here's the one thing that when I put white, they get dirty easier. So that's okay for a flip because the shit ain't mine. I'm flipping it. But when it's mine and I gotta come back through, you know what I mean?
Don't do it
so
like
I would almost do a colored one
Do
when
like
it's
this.
tenants. Yeah, and
Dude,
then
so-
I'll work everything else around it.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, make it look just like this. Like, just
Yeah, so if you like this, I can show you 5 more.
Bro,
Like this is what I do.
Yo, all my properties that y'all gotta renovate, just make them look like this.
I got you.
Yo, just like this. So, yo, y'all see what I'm doing over here? That's why I'm buying them out here, because they cheap. My man over here make them look beautiful.
Yeah, man, trying, bro. All right, I'll tell you guys straight up. A 4-unit in this immediate area, 200 and change. Okay. I'm saying off of 4 units, if you generate 1,000 off of each, it's $4,000 off of 200 and change. Cash on cash, that is a very good return.
You know, everyone keeps looking at it, like I get all these messages like, bro, man, I need to make $10, $15, $20, $30,000 a month off one thing.
I'm trying to get rich quick.
Nah, I was like, it takes a little while. I'm like, look, man, y'all on this, oh, bro, I got to get rich quick over now. I got to get this and this. I'm like, stop looking at like Amazon automation or Facebook automation or Walmart automation, that bullshit, whatever. Stop looking at it as like a get rich quick and this is going to be the thing that helps me leave my job. This is money that you take and you invest in something else. If I'm making you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, take that money, invest in rental properties or something else. Put it in a Bitcoin, put it into Ethereum, put it in a something. You can get get more inventory, grow your store.
And they
large.
double down?
They could double down, but most people don't. They take the money and then they go spend it. Like they go buy more stuff. I'm like, yo, this is an investment. Have your investment pay for certain things, and then use that money to invest in other stuff. And I keep trying to show people, I'm like, yo, this is what I'm doing with my money. So while the getting's good, I'm gonna take my money, start reinvesting in other things out into the community. And most people don't do that. They're like, oh, I mean, I'm investing in Bitcoin and this and that. My big thing was I had this conversation with Cody. He's like, yeah, so what? Like, why are you doing this and this and this? I was like, because nobody in our space is out there, like outside. I was like, I'm always outside. I was like, I'm always shaking hands with people. I'm like, everyone who knows me, I'm like, they can see me driving my cars through the hood. They can come and talk to me whenever. Like, Boyd was over there, he just walked up and was like, I need a job. I was like, all right, well, I mean, they starting construction. Maybe you need somebody to take some junk off or whatever. I'm like, look, like, this is what I do. I was like, you guys are looking at, like, I just want money for me. It's business for me. I'm like, I'm giving people houses. I'm helping people pay for their kids' house. I'm helping do all these different things. That's my big thing. I'm like, yo, that's power.
Purpose.
I was like, you got power and purpose. I'm like, you getting rich, that don't necessarily make you powerful. Like, you just got a lot of money. I was like, I can go pretty much anywhere in Philly, shake hands with people, and I'm good. You guys can't do that in your own city. I was like, in your own city, you guys can't even go out and do that. So
You earned respect, bro. You earned respect because of the actions that you take. And, you know, those guys, they don't get that respect. That's earned differently, and that money stuff doesn't buy you that. The actions, the things you do.
that's what they don't get. The reason why I'm getting into rental properties is like, it's a whole bunch of things. Like, number one, it gives people homes and gives them a place to stay with a landlord that's not a fucking slumlord.
Yeah.
So a lot of places like this, they're slumlords. They're like, so the tenants are living in shit conditions and these people don't do anything. They're like, yo, deal with it. So I build out places that people want to live in. They can raise their kids in. It's a safe place. They're good to go. 2, the tax benefits of having properties is huge. So I can write off the depreciation of the properties to lower my tax expenditure. And then I'm loaning the money to this business to buy these. So I'm loaning money from one business to the next. And in turn, they're making me money, but I'm also lowering my tax expenditure.
Yeah.
And then when it comes time, I'm like, oh snap, like I gotta, pay that money back. Oh wait, I can't, sorry. So I lowered my taxes on both, and we're good to go there. And then the appreciation. So the appreciation of a property is really important because now I may have bought these for X amount of dollars, but over the course of like 5-10 years, the property values go up.
Yeah.
So I'm buying them cash to have no mortgage, so all that money's coming to me, and then the appreciation on top of that. So let's say I buy them all done up for 80. I buy them all for 80K. And 5-10 years from now, it's like, all right, well now they're worth, 110.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's 5 years, it went up 30K. Like, I'm buying them undervalued right now because people are just trying to dump them. They're trying to get out.
Yeah.
So
It's a growth stock.
it's a growth stock essentially. It's just, it's like having a blue chip. Who knows, the market might boom. And now my $80,000 investment is worth $150,000. Right? So that was my big play. So if people go back and they look at my Facebook post, I had a post forever ago, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start getting into low income housing. And people are like, why would you get into low income? Because you ain't gonna make no money.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'll make more money with low income housing than I will with high income housing, because I can only buy like one $750,000 house,
Yeah.
right? And not everybody is gonna have the money to pay $5,000 a month.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't necessarily compute. But I can buy a shit ton of low income properties and rent all those out for like $1,000.
Okay.
So let's say I buy one property, at $750,000. I probably won't even make $5,000 on that, like, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, because let's say I bought it cash. Like, number one, that makes me illiquid, and I'm not gonna get $5,000 for that. But if I buy 10 properties at $75,000, and each one of them is renting for $1,000, like, let's just say I lowball it. I'm like, all right, I'm only gonna do $850 on each one, just to give people an opportunity, give them a chance, just to get good tenants in there. Now that's $8,500 for the same amount of money. And I'm gonna have professional tenants in there, because these people, more than likely, low income house, they're not gonna go buy a house. They're gonna stay renting for a while.
Yeah.
So, we're straight. Like, all these people are looking at it like, nah, man, high income people, yeah, that's cool. But there's only so many big fish that you can hit for like $5,000 a month. But there's a lot of little fish that you can hit for $850, and having all those extra properties, the appreciation on those properties is faster versus a big single home, depending on the area. So I'm not looking at it as like a short-term type, deal where it's like, oh, let me get all the money that I can. Nope. Long-term investments, baby, with a lot of them, because low-income people, they pay. My mama's low income, and that's one thing. They'll pay. Like, it's just good people that get in situations that they can't necessarily get themselves out of. So if they know that their landlord is, young boy driving a McLaren, maybe, like George was talking about, they get inspired. Maybe. They're like, yo, if he could do it, shit, I could do it. He gave me a stepping stone, and then, he's teaching me how to make money. So it's a twofold. I'll be outside.
So I'll have race cars here. So we're pretty much gonna do this, and I'll take the car home with me. Over here, I have the 2 bays.
Oh yeah, because you got to get the concrete so you can put the lifts in. Yeah, we got to. So he got a big boy in here.
Yeah. So the concept here is I wanted to do a new business. I always wanted to have a race shop, but I didn't want the liability of a mortgage, expenses, and all of that. So I was like, well, how can I find somewhere that I can have a free shop? This is how. As long as they pay, I'll be able to have a free shop, and then I'll show you upstairs. So it has a cool little upstairs for me to do my real estate.
Ah.
For traffic, I gotta park a McLaren there in the front and have people stop in.
What we're working on right now, so we have a Shopify store that, generally does around $250,000 a year in revenue, no ad spend. So we were looking at, we're like, okay, so how do we scale this? How do we scale the business? Because either A, we gotta hire more mechanics, which is cool, but we gotta take on more work. So we'll end up like Alex, where he got like 20 techs building twin turbo V10s all day. Or, since I'm the e-commerce guy, I'm like, Dino, let's just scale the website. $250,000 with no ad spend, which is almost unheard of.
Super.
I'm like, unless you're, MAP or whatever, or turn 14, but even still, I was like, so now we just scale it. I was like, we just start running ads, we shoot really good B-roll footage, we get really good ad creatives. I'm like, I have a whole marketing team that does all this stuff for me. Let's just put them to work.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude works for me. I pay him a lot of money to make sure everything goes smooth. Bro, let's get it all done. Because now, all that revenue coming in helps you scale the business. So you're not like, okay, I got to take in a big job. I got to take in a car, and this guy want to spend 30 grand, because like finding a $30,000 dude, unless it's, you know, like a supercar type, it's hard. Not everybody want to build a race car. It's not an everyday type dude. But if you're running a bunch of advertisements and your store is scaling,
You're connected.
boom, you're done. So now all that money that's coming in, you're like, okay, I don't need a big fish. I'm doing $500,000 a year in revenue. I pay all my expenses and then some. Don't worry about that.
Crazy.
Bro, it's like, so I'm
blow
like,
my mind with that, bro.
bro, just scale it.
Blow my mind with that.
That is the easiest way. Like, figure out what's the easiest thing to scale. Online sales is the easiest thing to scale because everyone shops online. And if you have a strong enough brand presence, and this is with us with no ads. No ads.
Imagine putting some money
So
behind
now we're putting some money behind it because it makes more sense. So now we just put the money behind it, you know, probably 3-4x the money, do $1 million in sales. Now we can scale the business without having to take on more techs. Because you can only do so much work. And we don't want to have an even bigger building. Like, we built a warehouse to house our cars, not to create more work.
Yeah, bro.
So it's where we're just parking more cars. So we just make more money doing that. I'm like, it's a
You're ahead of
no-brainer.
your game, bro. You're ahead of your game with that.
So Cass was like, oh, how you gonna scale your money? I was like, rental properties. Well, now you're losing money because you're buying rental properties. I'm like, yes, but the appreciation, the tax benefits, and that rental income. I was like, so while y'all looking at it like I'm losing, if I got 30, 40 properties and they cranking out $850 a month each, bro, I was like, I'll never go broke. I was like, I will never be broke because I'm buying them all cash. And then I can just take a big ass loan out. It's like, okay.
After you have 5, you can do a blanket mortgage.
So let's say my portfolio, I got 30, 40 in there. Yo, I need to take a mortgage out on this. Give me 70%. Oh, your portfolio's worth $1 million, whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I get a little blanket mortgage for $700,000.
Yep.
Now, you sit and chill.
They still keep paying rent. You
Yep.
got that cash in
They
your pocket.
they still keep paying rent. And my $700,000
And
mortgage.
the value of the property is
nothing.
increased. You depreciated them and
Yep.
got tax benefits. Man, what?
Yeah. I was like, and I'm looking at it as a piggy bank. So that's what most people, they're like, oh, bro, like, nah, just keep making the internet money. I'm gonna keep making internet money and I'm gonna keep buying all this up because real estate is where it's gonna be at. I was like, everybody I know that got a lot of money, they got a lot of real estate.
I'm gonna give them one big gem. I'll give you one big one. I learned this one, and this one changed the tax game for me. When you buy a property, you're able to buy the land, the property, and you can expense the things inside. But the way you do that is per your agreement of sale. So your agreement of sale, if you intend on keeping a property, let's say you buy a commercial property and it has already things inside of it. So let's say I buy an office building and it's already fully furnished. So let's say they want $500,000 for it. So let's say the furniture in there has a value of $50,000. So when I go to buy the property, what I would do is I would put $50,000 in my agreement of sale as furniture expenses, or furniture, sorry. Let's say personal property or furniture. Then we're gonna put $400,000 for the real estate property. Let's say 50 grand for the land. That totals into the 500,000. What that provides me the opportunity to do now is I can depreciate the real estate. I can expense the personal property that I just bought right there. So I have a $50,000 expense when I bought this office building. I don't know about you, but if you're making money, a $50,000 expense like that, that's
Right,
a
y'all.
beautiful position. Right now, he bought any property he bought.
Yep.
He would buy a desk, that's an expense.
Yep.
Just because he bought it all in one shot doesn't make it not an expense. It remains an expense.
Yeah.
So therefore, you make 100 grand, you got 50 grand in expense. I'm gonna pay tax on the 50 then,
Yep.
instead of paying tax on the whole 100. So essentially, every year, if I bought a property just like this, I can create that expense. And if you go ahead and think about it, it's probably gonna cost me like 50 grand to buy something like this.
Yep.
So instead of giving 50 grand over there, I'm gonna give 50 grand here and get that
Yep.
expense.
So I'm loaning myself money. That's what I was talking about. I'm loaning myself money from this business. So my real estate business is getting loaned money. So this right here, I already generated an expense. This right here, I'm already in debt because I had to borrow money. I bought properties. Well, now that's an expense. So now I just lowered my tax expenditure by a whole lot.
In
So-
this case, easy peasy.
Yep. So I'm just gonna keep buying rental properties, like, yo. So my one business, I'm just gonna keep loaning money. So that money that sits in that account, like, oh snap, I'm loaning myself money. Now I gotta take this money, go buy another property. So even if I'm making money on that one, I'm still buying another property until I get to the point where I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna take out a blanket mortgage, for X amount of dollars, and be like, all right, I got 10, 20, 30 units, and they're worth $1 million. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Let me get $700,000. Like, what you gonna do with it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Some stuff.
You got options.
Yeah, we got options. Some stuff that y'all don't need to hear about on the channel. We got some stuff. Might be a crazy party I throw for everybody. I'm just kidding. Nah. I want to get to that, man. I want to get to that money on autopilot. Like, I got to work so hard to make the money that I make.
You need the right team to rely on, bro. You need the strengths. This is where I realized early on, like, all right, whatever my weakness is, I can't focus on that. I need to bring somebody in, but that's what they do. That's their strength, and they enjoy doing that. And that's the type of people that I try to keep,
Because I'm like, I don't do real estate like that, but I'm like, y'all do.
Bro, I do, and I still have mentors. I'm still learning. I still, you know what I mean? I do it, but I'm still learning too.
I'm like, I'm not at that level yet. I'm like, look, these people know what they're doing, so let me lean on it. Because I used to always want to do everything myself, and then once I got to a point where I was like, I'll never make more money if I don't rely on other people. Now, I'm like, look, you're good at this. So
let's let you do that.
Yeah, let's let you do that. Like, I'll learn a little bit here and there, like enough to where I'm not completely ignorant.
Correct.
But you're the specialist. That's what I paid you for. Like, yo, take care of this, because, like, I don't know that. I don't know what to do. And I'm cool with that. I was like, yo, if I can get to just making like a cool 30, 40,000 a month off my rentals, I'll never go broke again. Ever. I will never go broke again. It doesn't matter what happens. I will always have that money coming in. Everybody else will still be out working. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
I had him making 5,000 right away, and I was like, whoa. Once I reached 5,000, I was like, yeah, this is for real.
Yeah. Cause what? I bought 4, and if we rent them all out for $850,
You're already there?
bro, that's like 30 something,
You're already there?
like 34, 3,500.
When you start to feel the 5 every month, you're like,
Yeah. And then just keep adding, Because before you know it, I'm gonna wake up one day and be like, yo, man, I'm making 50 G's a month, and I ain't got to do nothing for it.
if you get a good property manager, you just check in or whatever.
Yeah. Shoot a text like, hey,
Yeah, yo, everything is good.
bro, that's
Because what you do with them is there's a set, like, all right, don't call me for nothing less than $250. Like, if it's a toilet or doorknob, don't even fucking text me. Yeah, nah, you want to have it like that, so that way it's just autopilot. So if something happens in the middle of the night, they got to send somebody, yada, yada, you go ahead and do that. Don't even call me. But if it's now, you're going to, hey, the roof is leaking, I got to spend $1,000. All right, cool, I just want to know that so that I know what I had to do there.
Exactly. Now at that point, it's like, all right, I got to spend some money. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but whatever. You know, just get it done. But that's why you hedge your bets. If I got multiple properties, if I get a tenant that's pretty shitty, but I got 30 other properties pumping out money, I could wait the 2-3 months to evict them. You know, or like, oh shit, they tore my stuff up. It's gonna cost me $5,000 to repair. It's cool because I got $20,000 coming in every month from these other ones, so I can spend that 5 G's, whatever.
And the best thing that you can do is put some money aside every month.
Yeah.
Every month, put something, 10%, whatever you can. Whatever comes in, just throw it aside just to be ready for whatever has to be, taken care of.
Because I'm trying to leave it there so I can buy more properties and just get up.
Hey Rico, I personally want to thank you for investing in Reading. We got a truck driving by, it's the same side in real life. Nah, but personally, I'm born and raised here in Reading, PA, so I appreciate people coming in like you with a vision, with purpose, with care. You know, your money's gonna go a long way here, and I appreciate you investing here. I know this is big for your business and all the stuff that you got going on. You know, we're all learning. We're all learning, bro. We appreciate you, bro. The work is noticed.
Bro, I appreciate you helping because most people don't want to help. Like once they get that knowledge, they hold it. They hoard all that knowledge and they're like, yo, I made it. You got to figure it out on your own. And that's.
And shout out to Santos that isn't here that set all this up.
Santos, yo, I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you for my new house, yo. You guys are gonna see that. You're gonna, Viper ACR.
Viper. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna see the new crib once the renovations are done. You know, so they working on that. We got a lot of stuff in store for that. You guys will be able to come. We'll do like a crib style tour. Yeah. But yo, so welcome to my crib. You know, I done worked hard. You know, you guys get to see all the cool stuff that's going down. But realistically, my big play is not my house. It's all the other rental properties out here that I'm getting because it gives other people a chance to kind of move up. You know, so they get in better situations. Because, bro, there's a lot of slumlords out here.
Super.
There's a lot of slumlords. So.
Nothing better than feeling comfortable in your own home, bro. And if you can help people be in that position, and throughout the time they meet you, they see who you are and what you're doing, you're gonna motivate them, the kids, people around them. Huge impact, huge.
So then they start buying up the block. So now, one hand washes the other, man. So it's just about inspiring people to do bigger things. Like it's cool making money, and your favorite guru makes a ton of money. Don't get me wrong, they making money, but how many of them actually have the respect of the community? Like how many? Like if they go out. People are like, oh my God, you drive this. I go out, people like, yo, thanks, bro. Like, that's what's up, man. Yo, check all your stuff. Yo, nothing but love. And that's my big thing. That's what I want. I want the respect. Money's cool, but you can't buy respect. Respect can get you in doors that money can't.
Yep.
Simple.
All day.
It'll get you into one of those over there. That's what I'm trying to get to. That thing right there. That big dome back there. I'm trying to get into one of those. And it's gonna take money and a lot of respect. Because people who's doing that, they're not really trying to mess with you if you ain't got that level of respect. So hopefully one day.
We will. You're on the way.
Not
All
2
along the
days.
way.
One day. So we done. So man, make sure y'all click the links below. Check out the description. Follow me, you know, on Instagram and Facebook and all that. I answer all my DMs. So yeah, so that's just a little bit what we've been doing. That's how I bought, you know, these 4 rental properties. But I mean, it was kind of facetious. Like, I actually did have to buy them cash, so I didn't put no money down, but I bought them cash because you need money. Don't let these dudes tell you about real estate with no money. Unless you like wholesaling real estate, and even then, he still spends money to do it. You need money. It takes money to make money. I'm sorry, people. Like, I know you guys are mad, but if you follow this on, yeah, whatever. So I'm gonna catch you guys. Peace out.